I left for a 5-day family trip. When I came home early, my ranch was crawling with strangers. Tents were up, speakers blasting, an auctioneer shouting bids. Turns out, HOA Karen had forged fake foreclosure papers and was auctioning off my entire ranch. But when I showed up to stop her, she called 911 on me. Bad move. My name's Wade. I'm 46, a fourth-generation rancher. I own 40 acres just outside Sagebrush Ridge, a community filled with HOA nightmares. But I've never been part of it. My ranch stands alone, privately owned for over 100 years. A few weeks ago, I left town to visit my sister in Montana. I told a few neighbors I'd be gone for 5 days. Nothing unusual. Ranch hands were still around. I set up cameras and thought, what could go wrong?
On day 3, a storm warning forced me to return early. My flight landed at 2 a.m. and I got home before sunrise. I grabbed coffee and went to check the fences. That's when I saw cars, dozens of them, parked along my land.
I headed toward the barn and saw tents, tables, people in suits, and an auctioneer with a microphone yelling, "Going once, going twice." My tractor was being auctioned off, right in front of my face. I pushed through the crowd and asked a woman with a clipboard, "What the hell is going on?" She said, "Sagebrush HOA foreclosure sale. This land was vacated. You the old owner?" Old owner? I nearly lost it. Then I saw her, Karen, HOA president, looking smug, sipping a latte, giving instructions like she owned the place. Her face turned to stone when she saw me. "Wade, you're early." I marched right up to her. "You forged documents and you're stealing my land?" She scoffed. "We believed it was abandoned. We were told it was part of the HOA now." "By who?" "By me," she smirked. I pulled out my phone and started recording. "This is my property. My name is on the deed. You're trespassing, and this is grand theft." She panicked and screamed, "He's threatening me! I'm calling 911!" And then she did it. 10 minutes later, sheriff deputies showed up. Karen ran to them with crocodile tears, claiming I was a squatter who came back angry. Then I stepped forward with ID, land deed, and video proof. The deputies reviewed everything. They recognized me. I've worked with the county zoning board. One turned to Karen and asked, "Where exactly did you get these foreclosure papers?" Karen stammered, "They were submitted internally. We processed it locally." Wrong answer. The forms had her signature and no legal approval. The sale was fake. The deputies ordered everyone to vacate the property. The auctioneer tried to protest until he learned the sale was illegal. Buyers left. Karen was detained right there in front of the barn. She screamed, "I'm the president of the HOA. I was acting on community behalf." The deputy replied, "You acted criminally, and that community doesn't own this ranch." Karen was charged with trespassing, forgery, attempted theft, false reporting. She was put in the back of the cruiser and driven off.
The auctioneer lost his license after it was revealed he didn't check ownership properly. He tried to claim Karen seemed official. I hope he learned something about seeming.
The HOA board issued me a written apology and banned Karen from ever representing them again. That apology? Framed, hanging in my living room. Karen tried to sue me for public defamation. The judge laughed her out of the courtroom. She now owes me $22,000 in legal fees. I used it to buy a new steel gate and camera system.
To this day, people still stop me in town and say, "Is that the guy whose ranch was being sold while he was gone?" Yep, that's me. And now no one tries that nonsense again.
Karen moved 2 counties over. Rumor says she tried starting a new HOA and was shut down within weeks. Some people don't learn. Now I've got motion lights, reinforced fencing, and trail cams hidden all around the property. Every gate is locked, every barn is watched, and my land, still mine. The worst part? She almost got away with it. If I hadn't come back early, I might have returned to nothing. But fate had other plans. And now I never travel without setting up 3 backups for security. Lesson learned. A ranch isn't just land. It's legacy. It's blood and sweat and time. Karen didn't understand that, but the law did. So now, when I sit on my porch and sip my coffee, I look at that apology letter on the wall, and I smile. Because justice, real justice, feels good. People ask, do you ever regret not pressing for jail time? Not really. Watching her get hauled off in cuffs was enough. She stole my peace once. She'll never get the chance again. Some people only learn through humiliation. Karen thought the ranch was abandoned. Karen thought she was untouchable. Karen thought no one would fight back. She was wrong on all 3. And now, this story is told at every town barbecue, county fair, and zoning meeting. They call it the Great Ranch Heist That Never Was. Here's my advice to every HOA Karen out there. Stay on your sidewalk, keep out of people's land, because some of us fight back, and we always win.